Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host Key Talk. Checking how, man. All right. Hey, but this is my voice right now. Make sure you hit that like button for me anyway. So it does look like Get Money, Lil Ronnie. There's an updated status on that case that's going on. Also, what in the blue hell is going on with the YNs? I think the YNs have officially had an update like an iPhone. We got some other stuff to talk about today too. We'll just get into that. But first, let's just get into this YN topic. So a YN, I'm not sure where Buddy's from. If y'all know him, if y'all know about this, maybe y'all can say where he's from. Also, I don't care how old this is. I think it may be new, but I just don't care. I saw this content and immediately I was like, what in the blue hell is going on? So this guy right here, he got shot in the head. And what do y'all think he did? Obviously, he's not dead after getting shot in the head. But what he did after getting shot in the head, he picked a bullet. He picked it at his scalp and pulled the bullet out, showed the bullet to the camera, and got back to flexing. So just imagine the ops pulled up on Buddy, shot Buddy in the head, get on Instagram, start tweeting, talking, Instagramming, dissing him, pretty much saying that he's been unalive, right? And then all of a sudden they scroll to his Instagram account, they look at his Instagram account, and this is what they see.
Question. Oh my.
Purple hard shit, nigga. You know what the fuck going on.
What in the blue hell is going on? Buddy pulled it out and said, Purple Heart. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, listen, I'm going to tell you to the comments and see what y'all had to say. Of course, just like I would expect, a lot of laughing emojis because what in the blue hell just happened, right? Give thanks to God, young man. Man, listen, Buddy's ready to go get back in the streets and get to stepping. You know what I'm talking about? God don't come down and stop bullets, though. He is God, and you are too. Dang, wasn't this time for sure? 223. Bro just going to put a bandage over it and go back outside. That's exactly what he gonna do. Right when he said Purple Hearts, you know what I'm talking about, and did a little smile at the end. Look, he's still smiling on the screen right there. He better go back and get to do whatever situation he was in that caused him to get shot in the head. He probably gonna go get back in that situation. So he might be doing the putting the shotters in the head. You know what I'm talking about? So it continues and it says, "Boy, put Chucky." Oh yeah, in the second slide, I put a Chucky video. He happy he got a hole in his head. The hell up. Then he got smoked by 22. Nah, he ain't get smoked. Let me see what the other comments say. Nah, that ain't what that is. That's not a 223. Definition of a hard head make a soft ass. These YNs different. On my mama, that's why I stay out the way. Let me read a couple more. Okay, anyways, listen, man. Buddy got shot in the head and survived. The good news, he got shot in the head and survived. The bad news, well, hey, actually, I don't know if it's no bad news. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know where Buddy at, where he from, or what that's about. I just know that I saw that video, and immediately I got to thinking, like, what in the blue hell is going on? Now, before we get to the next topic as well, there's a female, a single mother of 3, and she came online pretty much pouring her heart out that her 3 baby daddies ain't doing nothing for her, and she's sick and tired of it. And a lot of y'all got on her mother. You know what I'm talking about? So it says single mother 3 cries and snaps at her 3 baby daddies for not doing anything for her or the kids. Is it all the father's fault, or is it partially her fault? For choosing the wrong nigga 3 times. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this, and I want to hear what y'all got to say inside the comment section, because I'm sure a lot of y'all don't either went through this, experiencing this, or you may be the mother, or you may be the father, whichever one it goes, right? So listen to what Shorty had to say.
I'm of 3, okay? And regardless, I have to hold it down for my kids because I don't have a choice. None of their dads do for my kids. And I don't ever complain, but you're about to hear me vent today because I'm just so angry. Like, I just do everything for my kids on my own all the time. And it makes me so mad that these guys just come out here and have babies and they don't for their kids. And let me tell you who's the real gangster, because it's not you. It's not you that's been in and out of prison not taking care of your kids, because I'm sure that a lot of you women can relate. The gangsters are the ones out here raising our kids on our own, trying to figure out Because instead of making excuses, going to prison so we don't have to take responsibility of our actions, what do? We do the best that we can. And you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm a single mom of 3, okay?
Anyways, first of all, let me say this. I'm not a father, but if I was a father, I would definitely for sure be there for my kids. You know what I'm talking about? But I do want to say this. Y'all had differences of opinions on what Shorty just said, and I want to read some of the opinions that y'all actually had. And then, of course, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all believe as well, right? So the first comment says, this person said, how do you get it wrong 3 times? She got a type, and obviously I heard she say, y'all ain't the gangsters. We the gangsters for having to watch the kids. So her type does seem to be gangsters, you know what I'm talking about? So this comment says, us men really just be out here trying to provide for our families no matter how we got to get it. Some of us be in worse situations than others. It really all just depends on the timing, because 80% of pregnancy be unexpected. But when yes men get locked up for taking the risk to provide for our families and got to hear stuff like this be effed up, because when us men were present and providing, it wasn't a problem then. So y'all be so unappreciative, unconsiderate mother. Because close your legs. Either she chose 3 different men or didn't bother to at least work it out with one of them. Our relationship had missteps. In no way you can pick 3 people that are wrong to have kids with. At a certain point, you got to take accountability. So there is a lot of people that's putting the blame on her. Of course it is. It could be both people's fault. I don't know her particular situation. I would have to know the situation and say, okay, this is her fault, or okay, this is his fault. But definitely, I think talking about before kids are made, people probably should consult and make sure that the person that they're having their kid with is a good person for them. But of course, somebody else did say people change, which is true as well. Anyway, so aside from that, besides for y'all letting me know what y'all feel about that, we definitely gonna go ahead and get to the next topic. I'm gonna go ahead and get on to a little more of what we really came here today for. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so it does look like Get Money Lil Ronnie is actually the mother of Chink, and of course the soulmate of Get Money Lil Ronnie, actually came out, and she had something to say today about the killers of Get Money Lil Ronnie. So let me see if I can actually put it up, if I can find the post. Anyway, and the post is on my Instagram at Key Talk Media. If y'all ain't on my Instagram at Key Talk Media, y'all getting the news late, because I do post it first over there before I do these videos. Anyway, so she came out and she said, court today for one of the, because y'all send a prayer up for us. He's asking for a bond reduction. Please stand in prayer up. So when she said that, this is the one, Jacoby, who's got a $1.5 million bond for the murder of Get Money Lil Ronnie, and of course Chink, his daughter. So that $1.5 million, who knows how much he's trying to get it down to. Now, I would imagine it would be harder for them to reduce the bond. Why? Because there was a kid involved, right? So with it being a kid involved, it's going to be way, way harder for them to just reduce the bond. But it could happen. It is Texas. A lot of bonds do get reduced, right? Anyways, now we take it to the comment section. It says, y'all smoked a kid, bro. That stuff over. Song was a Get Money Lil Ronnie song that was playing. On the next comment says, having a bond with a child was killed is crazy. Texas gotta do better. Innocent to proven guilty. Maybe investigators trying to see if the dude that paid him gonna post his bond. Right now, they don't know who paid them. So here's what I'll have to say to this comment, right? Having a bond with a child that was killed is crazy. Yes, I do believe that it is crazy, but also the rule of law says, like that comment did say, innocent to proven guilty, right? So they're going to go that route of the innocent to proven guilty. So they kind of have to give, even if it's a super high bond, right? So what the law and courts and judges typically do, if they really don't want that person to get out, they give them an extremely high bond, like $1.5 million. The average person can't make, $1.5 million bond, right? Now, what we will find out is, now that he's trying to get a bond reduction, we're going to see how they respond to that, because their response to that is going to show us how, how much, now I don't want to say effort they're putting into it, but that's going to show us how much, let's just say maybe evidence, proof, and stuff that they actually have. Because more than likely, like I said, when there's a child involved, it's much, much harder to get that bond reduced. But hey, man, we're going to see how it goes. But I'm sure obviously she doesn't want the bun to get reduced, and nobody wants the bun to get reduced, especially if it's your child, and especially a kid was killed, period. You know what I'm talking about? So, and I'm sure the judge gonna take that into consideration. One of the biggest things that's gonna be taken into consideration is the fact that there was a kid involved. You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, we'll just see how it goes. I'll definitely let y'all know. The next comment says they not gonna lower it because a kid was involved. Exactly what I just said, right? The next comment says free him. The streets won't justice. And of course, this is another way to look at it. They already getting bit on in there because everyone from Dallas Fort Worth were running. So that's another thing to think about too. The streets probably want blood right now. You know, talking about just like the dude that killed Saso P, and then that could have killed Sauce Walker. He got killed and ended up inside of Houston, even though the murder happened inside of Memphis, right? So it's just like that. The streets want blood. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the streets that can't wait for Buddy to get free. Why? Because a lot of the people did really rock with Get Money, Lil Ronnie. You know, I'm talking about a lot of people did. I don't care if he was on the side, the opposite side, his side, because he wasn't really like a person that just went at a lot of people. He really showed love to a lot of people, including me. That's why I'm forever going to keep his name alive. And then also, it was just a lot of love for Get Money, Lil Ronnie. I'm talking about, but tragic things do happen to, for instance, even a kid. So a very innocent child that it actually happened to. So with that being said, I'll read a couple more comments. Then of course we will get to the next topic. The next comment says, nah, Lil Ronnie was going off on this song. Oh yeah, he was definitely snapping on that song I put in the background. If you want to hear that song, go to my Instagram at Keytalk Media because it is playing on this post. Free him so the streets can do it. System is whack as up. Kill the baby. F you. He looks like the type of Dusty to do it. I'm talking about this guy right here. Y'all smoked the kid, bro. It's over. So a lot of people, the majority of people, either want Buddy to be locked away forever or want him to get out and get smoked. Those seem to be the only two options that people want. Life in prison, more than likely the death penalty, because they do qualify for the death penalty, seeing that there was a kid actually killed. And inside of Texas, they don't play about that, right? So qualifying for the death penalty. So maybe he'll get the death penalty. Maybe he won't get the death penalty. Maybe he'll get a bun. Maybe he won't get a bun. We'll just have to see how that goes. Anyway, last but not least, speaking of the death penalty, right? I'm sure Boosie wished he could apply an independent death penalty to the promoters inside of what place was it? Oh, NAPTOWN, right? The NAPTOWN promoters, they didn't take Boosie daughter money, but they just didn't give Boosie daughter her money. And he pissed off about it, just like he would and should be, especially when you're the father. So Boosie came out and said, I don't play by my kids. NAPTOWN, we done. Never coming back. Janky promoters, all rappers. If you go to NAPTOWN, get your back end the day before the concert. And I'm not talking about my Scotty. Don't go to NAPTOWN, they janky. So with that being said, this is what Boosie had to actually come out and say.
And play with my daughter money in NAPTOWN. Broke ass niggas ain't got money, ain't got no back end. Niggas just ain't got money, bro. Just broke. Janky promoters in NAPTOWN, bro. Like, I'd rather y'all take my shit than take my daughter's shit, bro. So, I'm not coming back to NAPTOWN. It's over with for NAPTOWN. Appreciate all the love y'all showed me through all the years, but I'm not coming back to NAPTOWN. It's over with. You want me back, nigga, gotta pay that time for what they took from my daughter. But it's over with for NAPTOWN. Niggas just do bad things. Just got janky promoters in NAPTOWN. Just got janky promoters. So any other artists who see this putting y'all on game, y'all don't need to go out there neither. Niggas ain't got your back in. Nigga them bet, nigga.
Anyway, so of course it's a joke. I just put the little with Marlo Mike. Yo, Boosie, NAPTOWN next. But anyways, aside from that right there, it does look like I say, man, Boosie heated. You know what I'm saying? And as every father should be, he has 100% right to be extremely, extremely angry and mad. And then we take to the comments. The first comment says, I don't blame him though. I'll be the same way behind mine's getting played with, which of course anybody and everybody should. I just got a text message. Not a text, but a message on Instagram, and I got to show y'all. You know, I'm talking about what's going down. Literally live as I'm recording this video. It does look like, I just told y'all how the Jacoby Russell dude, if y'all remember who that is, let me show it to you. Jacoby Russell was one of the unalivers of Get Money Lil Ronnie. Of course, y'all was debating on whether Buddy would be able to get a bond or not. But I just got a message that says Jacoby Russell's bond was denied. He will remain in jail with a $1.5 million bond. So think to yourself, what's 10% of 1.5 million? That's how much he's going to have to pay in order to try to get out of jail. Now, I would imagine they're going to try to do another bond hearing. Well, he'll try to get another bond and probably try to do it again, and more than likely it'll get denied again. Why? Because there was a child involved inside of the murder. Honestly, if there wasn't a child involved, his chances of getting that bond reduced would be higher than they are because there was a child involved. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.